It's going down, it's going down, it's going down. Live on Giami Journey. Brother Hatim, I've made it back. I am here. I am surviving. I am alive. I am awake. I am alert. And I'm ready to share my show with you tonight. Yo, do I have some good stuff for you tonight? But first, I got some announcements I have to make. But even before I make those announcements, let me send love out to all those things that I love and support, because they support me. Now, alright, so on the list today we got Oxywater, of course, because it's not for Oxywater I wouldn't be able to broadcast in the way that I'm broadcasting to you today. I know y'all like, where's Oxywater? Why is it not in the stores? That, my friend, is none of your business. But what is your business is the fact that Oxywater will be coming back. It will be coming back, yo. And I believe in the brand, and I believe in the people behind the brand, and I'm showing them mad love. So I'm sending shouts out to Oxywater. Of course, I want to send shouts out to Orange 82 for supporting me, continuously supporting me on my journey. They send me music and keep me hyped up on them late nights when I need to be listening and surfing the internet. So I want to send shouts out to Orange 82. Also, Brother Hatim, want to send love out to Unidaji Capoeira, my Capoeira family. I got some Capoeira music coming for you tonight, man. I got some music for you tonight? But yo, wait. Let me slow down. I want to send shouts out to Spiritual Roots Society, part of my fam, you know what I'm saying? We building and we constantly meeting, and we talk about that in a second. Of course, I want to send shouts out to Giami Tribe, stand up. We on the air. I know y'all will. Where you been, Brother Hatim? Brother Hatim has been dealing with life, and I've been dealing with a wonderful life. I get to wake up every morning and go and walk the halls of a school in Columbus and receive mad love from kids, whether I'm suspending or whether I'm helping or whether I'm able to bend down and tie someone's shoe that don't know how to tie their shoe yet. I'm out here making a difference, and I hope that you're making a difference with your life. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about. We got to find things that are bigger than us and invest ourselves in it and pour ourselves in it. I also want to send shouts out to ETA, that's Ed Thomas and Associates. You know what I'm saying? I am affiliate now. So when you go to my site, www.giamijourney.com, look for the ads. Great products, you know what I'm saying, as far as the motivational energy that this brother produces when he does his shows is marvelous. So I felt that I needed to get behind that and help push that brand, because he's talking about the same type of stuff that I'm talking about. He's coming about it his way, but it's all the same message. Let's move beyond where we are. If you're stuck and you need a little help, and Brother Hatim ain't necessarily doing it for you, check out ETA. Check out ET's show. Thank God it's Monday. You can go there, you can find, all you gotta do is look up Ed Thomas. He's all over the internet. He's blowing up right now. Inspiring brother. I listen to him often. I share his YouTube videos with kids. I read his first book, The Secret to Success. Actually, I got it on Audible. I'm hoping that they're gonna do an Audible for Greatness is Upon You, because I can't wait to get that. I got his merchandise on my site, so make sure you check that out. And whether you check it out on my site or you just going through the internet and you want to go direct to him, because look, anybody that's talking about uplifting others, I'm 100% behind you. As a matter of fact, that's in my pledge. In my daily pledge that I say, I promise to help those that are seeking success. This brother is seeking success, and he's helping other people find success. First by building themselves and then moving out into the world. And I got to stand behind something like that. Now, you know what I'm saying? I would be a hypocrite if I was to look at what he's doing and not get behind that and push that. So on my site, check out his gear, because it's some inspirational. He got inspirational gear. He got inspirational books. He got inspirational MP3s, inspirational alarm clocks. alarm clock stuff, far as for your phone. He has plenty of YouTube videos. You can check it out, you know what I'm saying? And while you're checking him out, make sure you check out Giami Journey, www.giamijourney.com. Check out my books, you know what I'm saying? Players Pyramid, you can get that. It's on my site, www.giamijourney.com. Get Giami Journey Handbook. We're working through that as well. Check that book out. Also, check out The Lost Art of Storytelling. And I got some more books that I'm about to bring out. But I got to help others that are doing the same thing. So, this message is more than enough people out here for all of us. So, these messages, they come in and they're wrapped in different languages, but we need to get down to the core. And I'm going to break something down for you today because I got some crazy insight. Also, I got some music from a brother by the name of B-Jazz. I understand they had a show last night. I couldn't make it because I was sitting at home receiving and giving love to my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real revolutionary, and the revolution starts at home. Revolution is local first. So I was at home with my kids, so I couldn't get out to see the show, but I heard the show is the bomb. My brother Allende is involved, and I want to send him out shots. B-Jazz is starting his label, and it's the Jazz Hop Movement. And I got 2 songs that I'm going to be sharing from his new album that's called Four Corners of the Earth for the Corners of the Earth. And it's hot. The 2 tunes that I'm going to be sharing, one is called Ashe Ashe, and the other one is a tribute to Fela. And anytime Fela is mentioned, I got to make sure that I'm promoting that, because Fela is, oh man, if you haven't heard Fela, you need to take some time and listen to Fela. But you're going to get to hear, right now, tonight, 2 of the songs from B-Jazz's latest album, Four Corners of the Earth for the Corners of the Earth. He has a lot of features. And Ashe that you're going to hear in a couple of minutes. My brother Quojo is on there from New Harvest. He got, on his album, he got Roxy, the Soul Butterfly. He got Ayunde on the drums. I understand Eddie Baird is playing the saxophone. And y'all know I'm big into local artists, and I love hyping them up because, look, artists are the vanguards of revolution, and we got to understand this. The messages that we send out, the messages that are sent out are gets into the minds and the soul of the people. So we got to support those artists that are coming out with new ways of thinking, with new ideas, and coming out with the messages that you like. You got to support those artists, because if we don't support them, when they doing little ventures like Brother B-Jazz is doing, and like Orange 82 is doing, and like my brother Mansour, who you're gonna hear tonight as well, like my brother Jasiri X up in Pittsburgh. If we don't support them, right, then we deserve what we get. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we being bombarded with dumbed down music. We're being bombarded with dumbed down information. And if we do not invest in those that are trying to enlighten us through the music, through the art, so that we can listen to it and we can groove and we can grow, we deserve to get what we get. All right, so now, what we're going to do before I go any further, I need to make sure you understand that you are now listening to Giami Journey Radio. And this is a Heart of December Productions. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigm.
This is Sieta at Shisha Lounge, and I'm a big fan of Giami Journey Radio.
You are now listening to Giami Journey Radio.
See, I want you to know that you're not by yourself. I got people all over the country listening to us right now. So any messages you send to me, you got any requests, you got stuff that you want to talk about, feel free to hit me up either through my Facebook, hit me up by text message. You know what I'm saying? We can do this. But before I go any further, I want to present to you B-Jazz and his track Ashe, Ashe. This one features my brother Allende. I got to send him out props, one of the hottest drummers that I know. And also my brother Kojo Ababio, who is doing the main singing on this piece. So I'm glad to see Kojo is getting in the studio and doing this thing. So here we go. Ashe, Ashe.
Honoring those who made the sacrifice, those who died, those whose bones lie deep in the Atlantic Ocean, those ancestors stolen from the motherland and taken to another land. We honor you. Ashe, Ashe. We honor those freedom fighters like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Mary Bethune, Nat Turner, and the thousands of others who fought, who bled, who died. Ashe, Ashe. We honor those, the unknown warriors, whose names we don't know, who fought, who bled and died for freedom. As we pour and we say, Ashe, Ashe. We honor the unborn children who will continue the legacy of sacrifice, who will fight in honor of those who fought the fight. Ashe, Ashe. We call out to those. Join the fight. Join the fight. And continue to honor those who fought, who bled, and who died. Ashe, Ashe. We pour libations and honor those who fought the fight. I get up, stand up, get up, stand up, stay in the fight. Fight with all your might. Take the time to honor those who fought the fight. Marcus, Malcolm, Martin, Harriet, Bethune, Turner. Ashe, Ashe. Get up, stand up. Ashe, Ashe. Stay in the fight. Fight with all your might. Take the time
What can you say after that? But Ashe. Giving shots out to B Jazz, Allende, and of course Kojo Ababio, and that is on the album by B Jazz, Four Corners of the Earth, and yo, I can't wait to listen to this album, because I'm sitting in the smoke shop, chilling, and a young brother come in, and he's talking about the concert. He went to the show last night. Now, I couldn't make it, but hey, my spirit was there. Plus, my brother was there, so of course my spirit was there. This is how we do it here on Giammi Journey. So now, let me go on and let you know some of the stuff that's going on with Giammi Journey. All right, now, so Giammi Journey Radio, Giammi Journey, all my shows on Giammi Journey Radio, but I need to let y'all know what shows is out there so that y'all can be checking me out. Be on the lookout for a new show that I got coming in 2015, but I'll talk about that in a second. So first, Giammi Journey. This is the show you listen to now. I do Freestyle Fridays, and sometimes I just come on and just do what I want to do. It's my show, so I'm able to roll how I want. And on that one, this is my 255th podcast. I'm consistent about what I do. I might not be right on time, but I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this. I'm 255 shows deep with this one. Now, the next show, which is actually my most popular show, even though the numbers won't reveal it, it's the one that get the most hits. This show is called Folk Tales for Grown Folks. And I got 145 shows. Right now, we're going through the catalog of Aesop Fables. And what I'm trying to get people to understand through this show is that folk tales aren't just for kids. Folk tales teach us lessons about ourselves and the world. I forgot to adjust my mic. My mic is cool. All right, cool. So, and like I said, I'm on 145 shows with that. Now, I have a show called Give Yourself Permission, and it requires me to run a mile, do at least 10 minutes of meditation before I do it. I've been slacking off on that show, but I'm going to get back. I'm back. Got knocked off the air, but hey, that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? So, when you doing it like I'm doing it, I'm hitting, I'm jabbing and moving, I'm sticking and moving. So, I got to keep it up. So now, talking about the shows that I've been doing. So now we got Giammi Warrior training, and this tunes back into Spiritual Root Society and Giammi Tribe. Now, the activities we have going on is because what I'm doing is I'm introducing the young people to the art of podcasting. We're going to be introducing them to blogging and using the social media in the right way. We're building the next generation of freedom fighters. And the weapons of the next conflict is going to be involved with a lot of technology. You know what I'm saying? Guerrilla warfare is not necessarily going to be from the bush, although we're going to be working out and preparing, just in case stuff don't go right here. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get ourselves prepared to bring justice, bring the truth through social media. So I'm training the warriors of the next war, Giammi Warriors training program, and through those youth group activities, we meet every other Saturday. For those that want information about when we meet, you can hit me up at 594-9422, 614-594-9422. First, we start off with a study and discussion. Right now, we're using the book by Black Dot called The Matrix of Hip Hop. We have a physical portion when we talk about, when we're on talk, we actually do We got capoeira, Unidade capoeira. Whenever I'm able to get one of the instructors up in there, we have yoga that's led by Brother Mansour, and we're of course going to start other types of workouts. So stay tuned for that. We got an ROP lesson as well, and with that ROP lesson, you know what I'm saying? We tune them into the spirituality and trying to get them symbolism. I can't forget the computer technology, because I got access to some Chromebooks that we're going to be using to teach young people as well as some old people. So don't just think I'm talking about if you want to come and participate. I'm going to have some Chromebooks so that we can start walking individuals through how to use some of these social media tools so that we can hone our skill and get our message out. All right? Then we eat. Now, the price is $20 per month for everybody that's involved with the group. Now, of course, we have family rates, but if you got a large family, holler at me, let's talk, because everybody has to give something in order for this to go, because all this is coming the pockets of individuals that's involved with Giambi Tribe and the Spiritual Root Society. Also, with that, we also have an adult study that happens every other Sunday. And right now we're going through the Gospel of Hip Hop, written by KRS-One. And it's a powerful read for anybody that's interested in come on out, and let's build. You know what I'm saying? We have to spread the information, but along with spreading the information, we got to make sure that we're working. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want people to think that it's just about us talking. No, it's not just about us talking. It's about us preparing. It's about us building our minds. It's about us building our spirits. It's about us learning to move through this trauma. We're going to talk a little bit more about that when I get into my stories. The next show is the Magic Hour. I got 25 shows from that, and that's done by DJ Kid Magic, a legendary producer and DJ in Columbus, and he has thousands of tracks from underground artists right out of Columbus that he premieres on that show. And that's a beautiful show, so when you get a chance, check that out. You just come to www.giamijourney.com. You can plug into all these, or you can just get on my Spreaker site and check it out. We also got Mr. Deity Presents. This is his own tracks up under speeches from people, from African scholars, from African revolutionaries, you know what I'm saying, and that bring a pertinent message. So he's using music as a weapon, as Fela talks about. Societies of Truth this is by Brother Jonathan. Brother Jonathan is out of Chicago, and he sends me the shows, and I podcast for him over my station, because I got the listeners, and I'm trying to help him build up his following, because like I said, it's about us helping each other grow. On Tribal Quotes, I'm on my 49th episode. We got to make it up to 90, so that means I got 41 to go. 41 more shows to go for that show, and then that show may be ending. I'm going to transform and let it go. But last but not least, for 2015, the show that I'm working on is called Thunderous Thursdays. Yep. And once a week podcast, I'll probably do sessions that'll be about 10 weeks long or however. I don't know how I'm going to work it out yet, but I'm still working on it. But Thunderous Thursdays will be coming your way. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be dropping it. It's going to be short sessions that's going to allow you, that's going to give you some tools to make it through the mess of this world so that you can grow into your greatness. Why did I pick Thursday? Well, first off, ET got Mondays, we already took Mondays. Thank God it's Monday. And if you need some inspiration, you need to go on and tune into that dude, because he brings it. Now, I'm doing Thunderous Thursdays myself. And what Thundering Thursday is going to be, the reason I picked Thursday is because Thursday is like the stepchild of the week. Thursday is like a limbo within the week. You know what I'm saying? And it's like Thursdays is kind of, we coast through Thursdays. And what I want to do is I want to get that thunder up in you. I want you to roll out on Thursday. I want you to release. I want to motivate you. I want to inspire you. I want to give you the information so that you can make Thursday the powerful day it is. See, now when we go to mythology, because y'all know I love stories, when we talk about Thursdays is Thor's day. Thor was the god of thunder. That's why I called it Thunder's Thursdays. And because a lot of people don't really look forward to Thursdays, I want people to understand that each day is great and they all work together in a cycle. It's a cycle that repeats itself over and over again. And since y'all got motivation coming on Mondays, I want to give you a booster shot on Thursdays. I want to give you something on Thursdays that's going to help and move you through. Now also in the Giame calendar, Thursdays is Leo Day. Thursday is about purpose. It's about refocusing on your purpose and allowing that thunderclap from your soul to be heard throughout the world. A lot of people are moving through life aimlessly, and one of the things I want to do is to start helping people find their aim. And the way you help a human find their aim is to help them plug into their purpose, because we all was born for something. So now, what I'm going to do before I get into the piece that I'm going to cover today, I'm going to go back into my roots, and I'm going to play some capoeira music. I just felt like hearing some capoeira music, so here you go.
You are now listening to Giame Journey Radio.
You are now listening to Gianni Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Simple production. And I am Brother Hatim, and we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Man, I am back. And I'm gonna go into another tune because I got a brother from Columbus by the name of Malik, and Malik has a hot song called Hey Y'all. He's a member of Spirit. I'm a big fan of theirs as well. So I'm gonna let this flow, and then we're gonna get into what we came here for today. All right.
Hey, y'all. Check the mic. 1, 2. The 6 God train comes through. Quicker than a Pentium data for the next millennium. Spirit informs, no conforms to the norms. Dropping bombs, I let it, said it, meant it. Here to represent it. Some live off the labors of the old school, mold you, and that's the trend. What I tend to see, the new jack ain't new. In fact, just bitten pieces of the green. Recycling fragments of rubble from a somewhat familiar voice. And so many MC and so little choice. This won't make me popular. Dropping the lyrics that appeal and flock to you. Higher self, I'm just as accurate as Doppler. I'm rocking ya. Spiritual sipping, sopping my flyer delving that goes, hey y'all, hey.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey.
How said I go? I go. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey.
Dearly beloved, we were gathered here to bring up the rear piece to Bopa. We yell. We shed no more tears for fears when I'm chucking my spear. I'm that spook who sat by the door waiting for the big score while you're trying to get yours from the capitalist whore. And the red, white, and blue halter stacks and minis. She shimmy, you follow, you swallow. Losers, non-producers, consumers, consumed propaganda's got me fuming. My people are doomed. Power to the people, power to the seekers. Instead, we're reduced to amps and speakers. $200 sneakers, acquisitions of loot, designer suits, Benz and Lexus, battle of sexes, sport utility trucks and such. We're slaves to a quick buck. We run amok. How far can we run when we're stuck? The race is won by wisdom, not muscle. Still, we all struggle. Should we excuse the hustle for instant gratification, perpetuation of cultural mutilation? Y'all, hey.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey.
I go. I say, hey, y'all, hey.
Hey y'all, hey.
We should be reaching for Orion. Instead, we have a love affair with dying. Getting drunk till we fold and dole till we blowed. Does the superficial high suffice for the lows? No time for idle. Introspection and life lessons are everyone's Quran, Torah, Bible. Gluttonous eats, defeats the true purpose of eats. The temple falls off from foreign chemicals, toxins, and meats. You call food enriched when it's stripped of nutrients and bleach. I'm not meant to be reached when flesh-tone band-aids are peach. Every native/European contract was breached. What will Ebonics do for the disenfranchised? Mumia gets no justice cause Mumia is despised. Reverse discrimination versus racism will never be tied. English, the bastard language of the not-so-civilized. The gift of spliced tongues is what the Western language gives. So isn't broken English like a double negative? Yo, hey.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey.
I go. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey.
Y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey.
Hey y'all, Lord, y'all, hey.
Hey y'all, Lord, hey.
Oh, I'm back, yo, hey. So, we had hey y'all, hey, by my brother Malik from the Spirit. So now let's get into what I came to bring y'all tonight. So, you know, I was excited about coming out here today because what was going on was on Audible, because those that's been listening, y'all know that because my life is so busy, like a lot of your lives, I don't have time to sit down and read like I really like to read. So I plugged into this Audible thing, and Audible is audio books over the audio books that come through your phone. So I'm going through Audible and I found Stolen Legacy by George G.M. James, and I started reviewing that book, and I realized how powerful. I mean, that's a powerful book. And I read that book years ago, and it's an experience that I think that everybody needs to go through, because he talks about how African culture has been stolen, robbed, and somebody else has received the credit for that. And until we make the world realize this fact, first, until we realize it as African people, and we get the world to realize it, we will constantly be negated in history. We will constantly be disrespected in history. So he primarily focuses on the fact that what's known as Greek philosophy is actually a much older philosophy that comes straight from Kemet. And he does a real good job of laying this out. This is an old book, and when you have time, check it out either on Audible or get the book and read it. You know what I'm saying? It's a powerful read. Well, anyway, he kept going through certain proverbs that kind of rung a bell with me, that hit a chord with me. And one of the major ones that stood out, besides "Know Thyself," you know what I'm saying, which was something that was inscribed over all the temples in Kemet before you entered as an initiate. "Know Thyself" was scribed across all of the temple doors. And the two pillars on the outside of the doors talk about the duality of life. I mean, it's just like he got into the symbolism so deep. And one of the proverbs that came to mind was, "When the student is ready, the master teacher will appear." And it's important that we realize that our ancestors communicated in a slightly different way. I call it symbolic speak, and I try to get everybody that is around me to become symbol literate. And when I say symbol literate, what I mean is to be able to understand and to utilize the powers of symbols in our personal lives. A lot of the symbols that are around us, we just don't pay them attention. But symbols throughout history have been used to pass information from one generation to another. And it's important that we become symbol literate so we can understand some of these messages that are coming to us. Now, symbols aren't just like little markings on walls. You know what I'm saying? They speak to the very soul of people. You know what I'm saying? And if you look in cultures, because this is what shows you that we are all connected. When you look throughout history, you will find learning to read these symbols or dreams, and will start making more sense to us. You understand what I'm saying? And it increases our vocabulary so that not only can we communicate with words, but we can also communicate with symbols about what's truly going on inside of us. All right? When our higher self is communicating with us, it don't communicate using words. It communicates with symbols. And this brings me to the quote, "When the student is ready, the master teacher will appear." And this was kind of bothering me, because I'm like, I know my ancestors used symbolic speak, so my goal is to figure out what is the symbolic speak in that. So I sat down and I was going to go for a run, but I decided to do my usual tail thing. You know, I'm a Pisces. I get in the tub and I start thinking. And one of my stories that came through me that I was blessed enough to grab hold of before it left, and I tell is a story that many of you heard that have joined me on Geometry Journey, and it's called "When You See Shit." Now, this is for adults. I don't want to offend nobody with the language, but there's a lesson in here, and I want you to get the lesson because, like I said, I'm doing symbolic speak. All right. So the story is "When You See Shit." All right. So now the story, and let me go into this. With a lesson that I learned from one of my elders. And my elder, after he gave me a lesson, one of my master teachers, after he gave me the lesson, he gave me the responsibility with the lesson. And I had to travel back and forth to a prison and give a lesson in history, in spirituality, in meditation, to these brothers in the prison. And on the way to the prison, those of you that are familiar with Ohio, you know you got to drive through a lot of cornfields and a lot of land in between the cities and the prisons. So I'm driving about an hour and a half. I can't remember, but either way it goes, don't matter how long it is. Those of you that are familiar with Brother Hatim know that I have a sleeping problem. I mean, I'm going to call it disorder. I call sleeping one of my superpowers because I have the ability to sleep anywhere, anytime. And after finding out that there's people that really have problem with sleeping, I'm not that pressed about it. But the issue is that if I'm doing one thing too long, I fall asleep. So I found a midway point where I could stop, and it just happened to be at a farmer's market. And when I started, it was winter time, and the farmer market was closed. So I drove halfway there. I would get out my car, stop at this market, jump back in the car after I got my rest and drive in prison, do my lecture, do my class, jump back in the car, drive back, stop at my halfway point. This is my, I look forward to doing it. So as spring started to approach and summer started to approach, the farmer's market started opening. And one day when I pulled in coming from the prison, the farmer market was open. So, I stopped and, not just wanting to use the space, I wanted to make sure that I wanted the farmer to understand that I appreciated them allowing me to stop. So I go buy some apples. They had raw honey up in there as well. And I would purchase. So one day I was purchasing some apples, and the old white man that owned the farm and that was working the booth struck up a conversation with me. And he basically asked me, he said, "Oh, I see you from Columbus." I said, "Yeah." I said, "How you know I'm from Columbus?" He said, "Well, I looked at your license plate." He said, I said, "Okay, I didn't think it was going to go any farther." And he just struck up a conversation. He said, "I'm from Columbus too." So my next question to him was, well, how did you end up out here, way out here on this farm? He used to run a large company, a nationally owned company. I won't say the name of the company. He used to run a nationally owned company in Columbus. And he was constantly bombarded by shit. And he was constantly stressed out, and the stress caused him to lose his family. It caused him to start losing his health. It caused him to start losing himself and losing his mind. And he said one day he just went home, which he usually didn't do. He went home in the afternoon, and the TV was left on by one of the people that was cleaning his house. And at first he was upset, but he walked in and he noticed that a show came on called Green Acres. Now, for those of you that's too young to remember Green Acres is a show about a New York lawyer who decides that he's tired of the rat race and that he wants to get away. So he buys a farm. And this old white gentleman that I'm talking to decided the same thing. He saw that and he was inspired because he never saw Green Acres. He never took time to really pay attention to TV. But when he saw this show was on, he said, you know what? I could do that. I got enough money. So he quit his job, sold all his property in Columbus, moved out and bought a farm. And he said that for the first few years it was a struggle and his farm was constantly losing money because he knew absolutely nothing about farming. You know what I'm saying? So he would go out there and he really didn't know how to work the fields and he did the fields wrong and he didn't know what to do with all the shit that the animals was moving around. So he would scrape it up and put it in a pile and farmers would come around and he would ask them for advice and they would look and ask him, what are you doing with that pile of shit over there? He said, I'm getting rid of that, you know. And they start laughing. They say, you take it off your hands. And they would scoop it up and put it in the truck. He said that one day, an older farmer came up to him and schooled him and explained to him the purpose of all this animal shit, the cow dung, the goat dung, the chicken dung. He explained to him what it was, and he didn't understand, and the man broke it down for him. And he said, and I said, well, what did he tell you? Enlighten me. You got me in the story. So he said, come walk with me. So me and him start walking, and he walked me to the back of the farm, and there was a pile of what I thought was dirt, but as I got closer to it, my eyes started to water, and I started to cough, and he pointed at the big pile, and he said, young man, tell me, what do you see there? And I looked at the pile with my eyes watering, and I could barely talk, and I said, sir, excuse my language, but I think that's a pile of shit. And he said, that's exactly what I thought it was. He said, listen, son, let me break this down for you. He said, because if I understood this when I was your age, I would took that company that I was running and I would turn it into a multinational corporation. I would have took it from hundreds of millions of dollars that it was making to billions of dollars. See, because just like you, I looked at this pile at one point in time and all I saw was shit. But the old man that taught me about farming told me, he said, son, your problem is that you're looking at this and calling it shit, but actually this is fertilizer. He said, this, what you call shit, this fertilizer is black gold. This fertilizer is what makes it possible for the plants that you want to grow. You're giving it away. You're not looking at the treasure trove that is being presented to you. And he said, and just like you, young man, when I looked at it, all I saw was a pile of shit. Until this old man enlightened me to what it was. He said, son, when you see shit, I have learned to see fertilizer. And if I knew that when I was at my job, getting all that shit, having all that stress, I would have found a way to transform the shit that life was giving me into something that would allow greatness to grow, that would allow something spectacular to take root and grow, because it's this shit that nourishes all the food that you eat in your life. And it's this shit that will move you from one level of life to another. So, young man, please, don't spend your 20s like I did, complaining about the shit that life gave me. Start learning to see the fertilizer. And I was like, wow, and I tell the story because it's an important lesson in there if you're listening. But what came across to me even more after I read George M. James' thing, the question came to me, who is the master? If the student is ready, who is the master that is supposed to come. And because we get caught up in thinking that the master is a physical person, we're going to get one master. See, because understand this, that old man that I was talking to at that point was the master for that second. But the master unleashed something in me. You see, if I was closed-minded, I wouldn't even listen to his conversation. See, when our ancestors talk about the student being ready, it means that the student's mind is open enough that they are able to find their master where they are. It's not necessarily a person. It's not necessarily one individual. You're going to have many masters in your life. Many of y'all listen to me and I talk about the lessons I get from my dog, a master teacher. Lessons I get from my children, master teachers. Lessons I get from my wife, master teachers. Lessons I get from my friends and my enemies, master teachers. And a lot of times when we focus and we're so close to it, as they say, we're in the forest, so we can't see the tree, we can't see the forest for the trees, because we're so caught up in it, we can't recognize when a master has appeared before us. Now, I couldn't follow that master that was there for me for because his style. Perception keeps you stuck. How many of you are receiving shit in your life and only seeing shit, not really seeing the fertilizer? How many of y'all are calling fertilizer shit rather than looking at why it's coming, how it's coming, and the lesson behind it's coming? When you start focusing on the lesson and start being open so that you can receive the lessons from the masters that the Creator has put in your life, then your life will become better and you become more powerful. Now, I'm going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but I want to do this tribute to Taylor because I'm a little bit over an hour, and I'm going to put it. Now, I hope that you enjoyed. This is from B-Jazz, and this album is called Four Corners of the Earth for the Corners of the Earth. And this is B-Jazz, so check them out.
You see, the way I started to write my music, it's like I was born a colonial boy. I went to colonial school. I went to England to study music and everything. Then something changed for me completely. To see that I was not
This is Days, and you're listening to Giami Journey Radio.
This is Brother Asaru, and you now listen to Giami Journey Radio. Peace.
So many walk the earth's surface and they don't know their purpose, not sure of their future, so they walk around nervous. And the schools don't teach them, man, that's such a disservice. And they treat us like garbage cause we come from where the dirt is. And we wear t-shirts of our friends that got murdered. And we live with the killers and nobody trying to heal us. And they wonder why we walk around with guns and conceal them. And the adults are scared so they run from their children. They can try to be positive but we ain't gon' feel them if they speaking cliches and don't come with the realness. This is life and it's hard, and so many don't make it. Where's the light, where's the God in this industry of fiction? Can you tell me how to make it out this maze of depression in this very cold world where they prey on the naked by way of deception and play with aggression when we always got punished but never gave correction? So close to the edge with my toes on the ledge, looking over like what happens to your soul when you're dead. And I close my eyes and jump like I know I regret, but I didn't fall, I started floating instead. So close to the edge with my toes on the ledge, looking over like what happens to your soul when you're dead. And I close my eyes and jump like I know I regret, but I didn't fall, I started floating instead. Living life in the clouds, the sun is looking so bright to me now, like a kite from the ground. Come look at all this light that I found. Living life in the clouds, the sun is looking so bright to me now, like a kite from the ground. Come look at all this light that I found. I had a conversation with God in a dream. He told me that my trials weren't as hard as they seem. If life's a movie, they were just part of a scene. But by the end credits, I would have the heart of a king. And the lies and the pain and the hurt and the tears should be celebrated like it was the first of the year. That people don't know who they are cause they searching in fear. Then he pointed at my chest and said the church wasn't here. And I woke up in a sweat, but my mind was so clear. And I felt so light like I could fly through the air. No burdens, no stress, no anger, no sadness. A bulletproof vest for all the danger and the madness. Revelation came in the form of a message that I am God too if I was born of his essence. And what I thought was tragic was more than a blessing in the shadow of death. But the Lord's my shepherd, I'll rise. Living life in the clouds, the sun is looking so bright to me now, like a kite from the ground. Come look at all this light that I found. Living life in the clouds, the sun is looking so bright to me now, like a kite from the ground. Come look at all this light that I found.
I'm back. This is Brother Hot Tim. Y'all listening to Giami Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Lion, a Heart of a Symbol production, where you strive to blow up your. Be on the lookout and be on the listen because we're about to bring you that Thunderous Thursdays coming soon. But hey, so, back to the point that I was trying to make. And this is the point that I want you to take with you. Perception is everything. How we see things. How you are seeing your life, how you are seeing your present situation. You might feel that you are surrounded by shit, but I'm asking you to take a look and look for that fertilizer. Take the lesson from the master teacher. You know what I'm saying? Take the lesson from the master teachers in your life. And be able to look at things from a different angle, because I know for some of you out there, y'all sitting and you're surrounded by fertilizer, but you're looking past it. let's just keep it all the way real. We are only, as human beings, we strive for stability. We strive for comfort. And if we are not put in uncomfortable situations, we do not innovate. We do not change, because if everything is stable, most of the times, most of us are cool. And the only way that life could get you to move, the only way that the Creator can get you to move, the only way that the universe can get you to move is to throw some shit in your path. And I'm telling you, look at it, analyze it, and get the fertilizer so that you can grow into your greatness. Also, open your mind up to the fact that you are surrounded by master teachers. Some of them are the ones in your life that may be able to piss you off real quick. Some of them might just be wise individuals that you don't listen to. Some of them might be that funny dude that might be telling a joke that you ignore because you think he's just being funny. But the point is, you're sure to be open enough to see a teacher and to get the lesson when they bring it to you. And point one, change your perception. You change your perception, you change your life. This is Brother Hatim. I'd like to thank you for joining me. And we're about to get out of here.
Yo, this is Quasi Low in the Cap City, and you are listening to Giame Journey.
This is Cleveland, and you're listening to Giame Journey Radio.
This is Shamika. This is Giame Journey Radio.
This is Willie. Welcome to Giame Journey Radio. I want to give shout out to Sibling Camp and all my Sibling Nation out there. I want to give shout out to my mom. I want to give shout out to my dad for raising me and my family for being around me. And I want to give shout out to the people of my generation that's trying to do something big.
You are now listening to Giame Journey Radio with Monica. Enjoy.
If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry its name. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Giame Journey Radio. Shout out to Giame Tribe, Giame family. Stand up. Peace.